Jaron Ennis officially moves up to 154 pounds.
Yeah.
This is something that fans have been clamoring for about a year or two.
Yeah.
What you think of it?
I think, man, I think it's perfect because we see how dominant he is. He's built his name. We do know him. Is he a superstar? No, he's not a superstar, but is he a star? Yeah, definitely a star. When we see him in movies, we definitely know who he is, right? He got to establish himself. Now it's time to get busy. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's perfect time because there's a lot of bodies at 54, a lot of respectable bodies. Bodies, for sure. A lot of bodies, respectable. And I say that with respect. I don't want nobody to think, oh, he's going to go up there and just annihilate everything. Nah, he got to put his work in. But it's respectable work at 54. I like the jobs at 54.
Now you got some people that are being critical of it because now names are coming up to 47, but that doesn't necessarily mean good competitive fights. It's just name they recognize.
Yeah.
Whether it's a Teofimo, whether it's a Devin, whether it's a Ryan Garcia, whether it's a Rolly.
Yeah.
When you hear that, what do you think?
I don't worry about the guys coming up. The guys coming up are too small. I'm looking at the real 54 pounders. You know what I'm saying? There's only one guy that went from 47 to 54, two guys that I could see Boots being in the ring with, and one of them, Keith Thurman.
No, it's a couple.
All right. Matter of fact, I'm going to say Keith Thurman, I'm going to say Virgil, I'm going to say Bud, and Earl if he go to 54. Who else you got?
I'm gonna bring you back.
Yeah.
Jesus Ramos was at 47 with Boots. He dipped.
Jesus Ramos, that's the one with the long arms, right?
Yeah.
But
Xander Zayas was at 47.
No.
He dipped.
Nah, they both packs though. And Xander going to 60. He ain't gonna be at 54 too long.
You don't think so?
No, he going to 60. He I can see why he going to 60. Xander Beck gonna go to 68. He gonna go to 60. Watch how they do it. Watch how they do it. He not gonna hang around at 54. Is he crazy? He gonna get hurt.
People thought that they were gonna get the Teofimo Boots fight.
Yeah.
But Boots is on record saying that if it wasn't for a unification bout, like if he can't get the champions, that he's going. And that he wasn't gonna wait around for it.
Yeah. I respect that. I mean, listen, man, you gotta take charge. Everybody had to take charge of something in their life. You know what I'm saying? So this kid wanting to do that, that's what it is. If that's what he want to do, and he believe he could make it happen, why not do it that way? Why not? What's wrong with that? I don't understand. If that's like you go buy a car, you want a color that you looking for, and they trying to convince you with another color. That's not what I want. I want what I want. What the fuck I'm paying for? You know what I'm saying? And when I say I'm paying for it, sanctioning bodies is getting what they want. So I want what I want. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Give me the bodies I'm looking for. So going to 54 though, I think will put him more at ease. And now I think Boots, if you go to 54, if 54 is next, I think the reason I said his mind will be more at ease because it's a lot of players, it's a lot of guys I like that fight. Ooh, I like that fight. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good fights. It's a good action. So yeah, let's make it happen. Come on.
Now, after he defeated Amanda Stanionis, he became the WBA Super Champion, right?
Yeah.
And WBA, like the WBO, has a rule that if you're a champion of a weight class, you can challenge below or above. You can file a request.
Okay.
Now, we all know who's the WBA champion at 154 pounds, Terrence Crawford, but we still don't know what Crawford's going to do as far as if he defeats Canelo, is he going to retire?
Yeah.
They're going to run it back. Is he ever going to come down to 54? He said it's a possibility that he comes down to 54.
Yeah. Got to see how he feel at 68. Yeah. I mean, listen, that's a fight they both said, you know. I don't know if they both said it, but I know Boots said he wanted. Bud was basically saying he got to do more. I'm not mad at that because he did a lot. But if that fight was ever to happen, man, hey, listen, especially if Bud beat Canelo, that fight can happen, man. Hey, that's what.
There's also, if Terrence Crawford decides to stay up, vacate, whatever, Ennis Tellez has the WBA interim.
Yeah.
So there's the IBF route, but Erickson Lubin's about to fight Bachram.
Yeah.
So there's no direct route to champion except for WBA.
Here's the real shit, Mill. We gonna see how boxing navigate once Boots fight at 54. Once he fight at 54 and everybody see what he look like at 54, if he look average, everybody in their mind gonna want to fight him. If he go out there and he look ultra, nobody's gonna want no trouble. Nobody's gonna want no trouble. I'm telling you. So Tellez's, like guys like that, like Tellez's and all that, nah. You might get a guy like Lubin, because Lubin don't give a fuck. You might get a Charlo. Charlo don't give a fuck. Jamel, I mean. Jamel don't give a fuck. You might get Tall Cuz.
Sebastian
Fundora. You might get him because he a tough guy, but somebody might be over there now that he's strapped up. They might play things smart. Oh no, we don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So it depends. It really depends.
What kind of Jaron Ennis are you expecting at 154 pounds?
Expect him to be more explosive. Expect him to possibly look like the fastest 54 pounder in the world. Simply because you see the hand speed at 47, but when you go to 54, you're dealing with bigger guys. Yeah, bigger means stronger sometimes, but the speed of everything slows down when you go up in weight like that. I know because I've been there. So it's a big difference between a 47 pounder wearing 8-ounce gloves and a 54 pounder wearing 10-ounce gloves. It's a big speed difference. So I think Boots look real super fast at 54. All I would say is tighten a few things up with the inside game, because I could see him ending up on the inside a little bit more. Just little stuff. But I think we get a more polished guy at 54 than we've seen him at 47. 47, I see that's the more raw version. That's the more inexperienced version. Experienced through the gym and through the amateurs and through the things he's been doing in the pros, but not really really super polished. I think 54 he's gonna look polished. He's gonna look smooth as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? We'll see though.
Been a while, GH.
Definitely.
So we got Chi in the building. Hey, Chi.
Crazy. What's up, man?
Oh man, a lot, man. Where do we start? Abdullah Mason.
Yeah.
Stops Jeremiah Nakatila. Was that the 4th, 5th round?
After 4. Yeah, I see that.
Fuck, very, very patient, very explosive. What'd you think of the performance?
It was smooth. It was. You gotta give him just a flat A. Flat A because. Not an A plus because I can't act like it's a guy he wasn't supposed to beat. He's supposed to beat that guy, but it's how he did it. So you get the A for how he did it, how he performed. He took his time, he was patient, picked the shots, real selective with the shots, but good clean shots. Kept his range. Wasn't getting in no unnecessary arguments with him. You know what I'm saying? It was a smooth beat. He was really working on that left hand. He started doubling it, tripling it, shit like that. You know what I mean? It was smooth.
Seems like you slowly see like the maturation, like the development in each and every fight. Even the fight where he got caught with the 2 shots. Like you can see the mistakes,
right? And
then you can see him over time correct those mistakes.
Right.
Now he's looking like he's going to be in the a vacant WBO title shot after Keyshawn Davis was stripped.
Right.
Where do you think his progression goes from here? Like, what do you want to see?
They saying, from what I understand, it's a guy named Sam Nukes.
Yeah.
From over the water. They saying it'll be them 2. I think that's a perfect fight. Sam Nukes is, I think, late 20s, or mid 20s, and strong. Real strong, sturdy, undefeated. He's been in there with some tough men. You know what I mean? Not real talented, but tough guys that been, and been around, been some rounds. But he got a knockout punch on him. He's strong in both hands. But I think Abdullah, after watching him, I think Abdullah is like too sharp for him, too smart for him. You know what I mean? All he gotta do is apply that in his game plan that night, and he'll win easy. I think that's the fight for him. They said they're gonna have to. Them 2 guys will have to fight because if there's a vacant belt and that's the number 1 and number 2 guy, then they gotta go ahead and rumble for it. So that's the spot. You know.
Is Abdullah Mason the future of boxing?
Yeah, he part of that ring. It's probably gonna be like a 3-man ring.
Go ahead, give me the 3.
Well, right now it's gonna be Abdullah and Boots. I don't know who the third man.
I look at Boots. Boots is turning 28 years old, so I don't even look at him as the future no more. He seems kind of like the present.
No, Boots ain't do shit yet. Boots ain't even get nasty yet. He got nasty, but he got more shit. Like he got way more shit.
I'm more so speaking on the young boys.
No, I got you. But I'm talking about how we feel about Canelo, Tank, and Bud right now. Like when they fight, we definitely watch it. That's gonna be them 3. It's gonna be Abdullah, Boots. You gotta remember, you said Boots is how old?
27.
Bud is how old?
30, should be turning 38 later this year.
All right. Canelo how old?
35, 34, 35?
All right. Tank is how old?
30.
All right. So Boots.
You talking about the 20-year-olds that's separate? Okay.
Yeah, they gonna go into the super guys. You know what I mean? They not the super guy. They the shit. They're not the super guys.
Who's the third man?
It's a toss up for third. You got a lot of heat out here. It's a lot of little heat out here. You don't know. You don't really know who's gonna be the third guy yet. But those are the 2 I see like, oh shit. Cause as much as they try to say Boots and Abdullah got similarities, they don't really fight like each other.
No, they don't fight like each other, but they have
qualities and shit. But nah, it's gonna be somebody else. It's gonna be one more. And I'm saying on the super level, like where the shit they gonna be doing, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. It's probably gonna be like Bam or somebody. It's probably gonna be like Bam, depending on what Bam do. Like far as weight.
You got Lil Carmel, you got Lil Vargas.
Yeah. But Vargas dad is scared a little because he got 1 out of the 3 like that. If he had 3 out of the 3, we'd be talking about Vargas like we talking about Lomachenko or anybody else. We'd be talking about if he had 3 out of the 3. But he got 1 like that, so he trying to hold on to that. He ain't trying to let that go. No, we ain't about to get too crazy. They're gonna be getting these fights, but I don't see him really fighting him too crazy.